Okay, what's up, guys? Steve here from Stellar Waterscapes. We do pond service, repairs, and basically just any general pond service that you may need out in the Menifee, Temecula, Riverside area. So we even go out to Oceanside. But anyhow, so I've been doing this for about 3.5, 4 years, give or take, professionally, and have run into many different contractors, pond service companies and everything else. So what I wanted to show you guys here is, sometimes, going with somebody that is independent and, isn't necessarily married to a brand, can be very, very beneficial, for the simple fact that, in a way, these guys do work directly with the manufacturer, and they're, like I said, they're kind of married to that. But anyhow, so what I have here is, a very nice aquascape. This is the SLD 2000 to 5000. It's a great pump. They come with a controller that, is basically, a manual controller to change the flow up and down and whatever else. So when this was installed and running, the landscaper accidentally cut the cord here. So here's the splice. So the customer called. I ran out there, at no charge to try to see, what was going on, to try to get, the problem fixed. Once I realized, what had actually happened, it was pretty obvious because the bushes were all trimmed back. And so anyhow, I got the pump at least wired back up that it would run. But unfortunately, when that was cut, I'm guessing that it sent a surge through because it did trip the GFI. And unfortunately, as far as I know, it fried this box. So the way that controller is set up is that when it fails, at least in my case, it failed to completely on instead of off, which is okay. That's not a bad thing at all, but that is something good to know. So anyhow, long story short, the landscaper wanted to go with somebody that was connected with the manufacturer. I don't know if he called the manufacturer or what gave him that idea. So he called one of the contractors. They charged him to come out and basically give him the same exact, information that, through the manufacturer. There really wasn't a whole lot that they would back up, for the simple fact, this pump is supposed to be under warranty. And with something like this, there is no way that they can warranty that. And I certainly wouldn't expect them to. But long story short, to save the landscaper from, having to, buy a whole pump, what we wanted to do is replace the controller. That contractor would not do that, and advised the landscaper that he did have to buy a whole new pump. So when that information came across and that's what they agreed to, that's all fine. Well, come time to install, and now, the landscaper's bill is considerably higher than what they agreed to. So anyways, just to cut forward again, they did end up contacting me again. We did get them an exact replacement that was installed. And so what I want to show you guys, or prove to myself, is that with a new controller, as long as the customer understands this is not a warranty item anymore, there really is no way to warranty it, that there is actually nothing wrong with wiring this up with a new controller. So the way that it was sold, so that the customer did buy the pump, which regardless is the right thing to do. But what he was told is that if he put a new controller on this pump because of the splice, that it simply would not work, and that had to be an uninterrupted cord. So now if there was a fourth wire or something like that in there, some type of remote or something like that, that makes perfect sense. But this is not the first time that I have done these, and so I just found that information a little hard to understand. So just to prove to myself, or just to see, what really the deal is, I did invest in a new controller. This is not it. I've still got it boxed up, but I'm going to wire this thing up the way that it should have been wired. This is okay for temporary, but I'm going to get that wired up the right way. And then I'm going to put this controller on there, and we're going to see, whether or not that information was actually correct or not. I hope not, because I really don't want to be out a $200 controller. But if this does end up working, this is now going to be a perfectly good, pump for somebody that doesn't, mind, maybe spending half the money or even less on a really good product that's just simply not going to have a warranty, and if you're paying pennies on the dollar, then, essentially your warranty is kind of built into the price per se, if you want to look at it that way. So anyhow, that's what we're going to do. And I will be back to, catch you guys back up on this. And I do apologize for the background back there. I tried to keep it out as much as possible, but anyhow, I do apologize for that. We're out in my old shop. We're usually tinkering on, cars and motorcycles and whatever else. So it is kind of a man's shop. But anyhow, apologies for that. But hang tight, and let's see if this thing is repairable, and if we could have possibly saved this customer, over $700. So stay with us. All right, guys. So we are all rewired. Where is it at? It's right there. So close to being great, but it's only good. My shrink wrap was slightly short. But anyways, that is all wired up, and underneath there, it's definitely watertight. So I wanted to show you guys, obviously the controller does have power and it's on, and the pump is not running. So this controller does in fact work, and it does control the pump. So to see that, we're gonna turn on, and set this up a little different so I can drop it. I'll do this here one-handed. We're gonna go up. And you can see how much more that water jumps out of there each time until you get to 10, and it's pretty much just flying out of there. So rewiring that worked just fine, and there is absolutely no reason in the world why this new controller would not have saved that customer a whole lot of time and headache. So take with it what you want. Just here to help you guys out. If you have any questions, concerns, anything like that at all, you can reach me directly through the Facebook. My website is open at stellarwaterscapes.com, and I'm also on Facebook. So if you have any questions, whether you're local or not, it may or may not be something I can, at least give you a good direction on. So again, Steve with Stellar Waterscapes, and y'all take care.